What is the difference between a network, like your local network at home, and the internet? This is such a good question, and it's so important you understand the difference. So I'm going to explain it all in really easy to understand terms. Buckle up, because you're going to learn a lot in a really short amount of time here. I'm going to actually draw this all up for you. So this is a setup most of you will have in your home. We have the internet up top here and our home network down below. So we usually receive the internet to our home through either coax or fiber optics cables, and then that connects to our router. And then to this router, we connect a whole bunch of other devices to them so they can connect to the internet. Whether we do that through a wire, an Ethernet cable, through things like our Xbox or our TV, or whether we use Wi-Fi to connect things like smart bulbs, laptops, or our cell phone. Now, to put it really simple, all the internet is just all of the outside data that you're connecting to. So when you connect to Facebook and you need information from Facebook servers, you're going out to the internet and receiving data from the internet. But we don't actually need this part to have a really good home network. Let's talk about what a home network is. So what you'll notice here is even when we take the internet away, all of these devices are actually connected to one another. So you'll see here that the Xbox, if you follow it through, is actually still connected to the smart bulb, and the smart bulb's connected to the phone, again, through Wi-Fi as they go through the router. What this means is these devices can freely communicate with each other within their local network. That means that your computer could send files to your Xbox totally seamlessly. Your computer can send it over the Wi-Fi signal, and that Wi-Fi signal will carry through over the Ethernet signal to the Xbox. If you've ever heard the word network attached storage, or NAS, that's basically what this is. What people do is they hook a hard drive up to their router through an Ethernet cable, so every single device on their network can access the data on that hard drive, so you don't need to plug a USB cable into every device. Another really important caveat to understand here is Wi-Fi does not equal internet. Wi-Fi is just a protocol to carry data back and forth. You could have a laptop connected via Wi-Fi to your network and still receive data back and forth without being connected to the internet. Wi-Fi does not equal internet connection. This brings us to the most important part of this conversation, and that's how smart home devices tie into your local network. Let's take the smart plug, for example, which connects via Wi-Fi. As long as the brand of smart product that you're using doesn't require to connect to the cloud, which means internet in this case, you could connect this smart plug to your Wi-Fi network, totally disconnect your internet, and you'll still be able to wirelessly control your smart plug from your smartphone, from your laptop, using automations, however you need, without being connected to the internet, as long as your local network is all still intact and your phone is connected via Wi-Fi and the plug is connected via Wi-Fi. It doesn't matter whether or not there's an internet connection. Now, some smart home products do require to connect to a cloud to work. So instead of the data going from smart plug directly to your phone, it'll go from smart plug to the internet, validate some data, and then go to your phone. Ideally, you avoid this, but in some cases, it's unavoidable. One of my favorite things about Apple HomeKit and why I use it is all of the connections Apple HomeKit makes are totally local and they do not connect to the cloud. This is a big enough selling point for me alone, never mind all the other features. Anyway, to wrap it all up, a local network is just all the devices that are connected to one another. You could then connect your local network to the internet to give all those devices access to the internet. If you guys like this, let me know. The next thing we can talk about here are firewalls. Firewalls are basically a filter that you put here before your data goes out and into the internet from all of your devices, so you control what you're sending out to the internet versus what's just relaying on your local network. These are really important, but that gets pretty deep, and I think we're already long enough in this video. I hope that kind of helped. I hope I didn't go too deep. I hope I didn't go too surface level. If you guys have any questions at all, please let me know in the comments. Let me know if you like that kind of deep dive comment. I appreciate every single one of you, and I'll catch you in the next video.